What's the catch? Why is the U 3.0 Adventure Retreat free? Well, let me tell you, it's for many reasons. The first is that I just have a heart of service and a passion to make a difference in people's lives. I've been serving my whole life. And in Martha 3.0, I'm in a heart to serve as many people as possible and in many ways as possible. And I have an abundance mindset. I'm in an abundant phase in my life, and I believe abundance flows to me and through me. And I believe as I continue to serve others with a heart of abundance, that abundance will continue to flow. The second reason, which should probably be the first, is this idea was a divine download. That should probably be the first. And let me give you some context. I have had it on my heart for a while to create an adventure retreat business. I've been keynote speaking and I get paid $40,000 to keynote speak. And I spend time preparing to make sure I'm delivering the right message for the audience, and I pour my heart into it, and it impacts people in profound ways. But it's only sometimes 45 minutes or an hour. And people have been coming up to me afterwards asking, how can I go deeper with you? Do you have coaching and workshops and other things, a mastermind, so that I can learn more from how you found your courage and overcame adversity and, reinvented yourself repeatedly? So I've had it on my heart for a while to build a business of an adventure retreat, because I didn't want to just have a regular mastermind and meeting in a hotel room to have the content. I also am extremely adventurous, and people often come to me after my speeches when I talk about paragliding or backpacking in the Grand Canyon, and they're like, will you take me with you? And so it's like, why don't I bring people out in nature? Because I know nature can be a place where you can heal, where you can connect with yourself, you can connect with God, you can get creative ideas. All sorts of beautiful things happen in nature. And so I wanted to, if I was going to go deeper with people, do it out in nature. So I have had this idea on my mind for a while. I've been in entrepreneurial groups like Genius Network and others, and thinking through how I would create this business. But this is all new to me. I mean, I've never created a business like this before. I mean, other than my chocolate chip cookie business and mowing lawns and shoveling snow when I was a kid. I mean, I've excelled in many things in my life, but this is all new. And as I've put together how would I do this, I would often kind of get stuck. I don't know if you can relate, having a big dream and a big idea, and then when you try to get going, you get stuck. And I'm in a phase where I don't want to do things that are not my zone of genius or that I'm grinding. And I subscribe to the Dan Sullivan, Ben Hardy approach of who, not how. So I would often get stuck in the how, and then I would look for a who. And when I couldn't find a who, I'd then go paragliding and keep keynote speaking and being on the board of directors of these companies I'm on, which I love what I'm doing, but I also wanted to go deeper with people with this adventure retreat idea. So I finally decided to take decisive action, which I encourage others to do. When you're like stuck in your head and you just can't get moving, just take decisive action, put it on the calendar, make the phone call. So that's what I did. I found the retreat center, I put it on the calendar, and I started moving forward to offer my first U 3.0 adventure retreat for $10,000, making significant investment of my own resources to make this happen. And for a variety of reasons, it was just taking longer to finalize all the elements of it, with finding the right guides and the private chef and everything. And I started feeling like I was running out of time, and I was going to have to be like trying to sell to people who had already made their summer plans, as opposed to attracting people who really wanted to be there and understood the value that came from this type of adventure. And so I was out walking a few weekends ago, and I was about to basically delay it, and I got this divine download from God saying, offer it for free. And I was like, what? Excuse me? And it's kind of my pattern. When I get these kind of big callings to do something, I resist. I'm a master resistor. And I literally was like, are you kidding me? Do you know how much this is going to cost me? Why would I offer this for free? So I argue with God like I normally do. But when I know it truly is a divine download, I usually get to where I surrender. Of course, I called a couple of friends after I realized that this is exactly what I wanted to do. It felt so expansive to be giving in this way, and also learning about what I really wanted to be doing with retreats and what was working and how transformative it was. And of course, my friends started to poo-poo it like it was a really bad idea and that was not going to be a good use of my significant money. But I just had to go with what I knew was a divine download. And so I'm just trusting that spirit, and I'm moving out and surrendering to that. The third thing is that as I'm starting this new business, I want to make sure that what I'm offering in taking the lessons that I've learned in my life, people often ask, like, how do you have your courage? How do you overcome your fears? How do you release from the pain of the past and reinvent yourself? Well, it comes naturally to me in some ways, or things that I've done, but then turning that into things that can be replicated in some sort of workbook or transformation book. I've put it together. I've put together this experience, but this is the first time I'm doing it. It's like a pilot project. And so I wanted to make sure that as people apply, that this experience is one where you show up, it's for free. I'm asking you to be a part of being fully present, fully open, fully experiencing it, and then sharing with me the transformation that you experienced, hopefully giving a testimonial to support me as I launch the business for the next iteration, giving me feedback or feed forward to make it better for the future, and really sharing what parts of it really spoke to you and how it all worked. So this is an opportunity for 7 people to be a part of like a pilot program, to be in this exclusive group, to do this with me for the very first time. That'll never happen again. And it just I'm so excited about it. And I know it's a big investment. It's kind of scary to me to make this investment, but I want to make this investment to make this leap into my future to help as many people as possible through these adventure retreats. I also want to make sure I'm truly understanding my ideal client. So offering it for free, I'm asking you to apply. I want to better understand people who are in transition, deciding and desiring to reinvent themselves. I want to understand what your pain points are, what results you're looking for, where you're satisfied in life, where you're dissatisfied, why you want to come out in nature, why you want to come out in nature with me, and what you're looking for. This really will help me to serve you and to pour myself into you and make sure that I can help you in the very best way possible. So that's why I'm offering the You 3.0 retreat for free. This is like totally crazy idea, I know, and people are looking at, there's got to be some sort of catch to this, and I'm just sharing my heart with you. So I'm asking you, please, if you're interested at all in being one of the inaugural first 7 people to experience this retreat with me, show up fully present, share what your pain points are, share what you learned and how you transformed along the way, be willing to provide testimonials and support me with referrals for when I launch this in the next iteration, then click below and apply today for the You 3.0 Adventure Retreat for free. There's only 7 spots, and I'd be honored to serve you in this way.